Welcome back to Let's Play Resident Evil 2 Remake. Damn, since last week it's gotten really cold around here. Even though technically it's still summer here, these unlockables, why do they have to show it every time? It's really unnecessary. Well, anyway, since last week, the temperature has been kind of like under 20, and it's gotten so cold that I'm already wearing long sleeve clothes. And I'm so used to it being hot in Taiwan, and I haven't been here during summer vacation for quite some time now. So it's really torture to have to feel cold in summer. As a matter of fact, it feels like summer never came. But to be fair, in between, there were a few weeks sprinkled here and there that were really hot. Like around 30 something degrees. But it's really nothing compared with Taiwan. Like, you can well survive with only a fan here. Unless, of course, you're riding the tram and you really wish they had air conditioning. But when you're in your house, I don't think you really need air conditioning here in Germany. If you can't tell, I really can't stand cold. I'm really afraid of the cold. Heat, I can't stand. By the way, last time I overlooked this ladder. Yeah, because they're very sneaky. They don't show you the ladders there until you get very close to it. That's why I overlooked it. Yeah. And I was so proud that up to this point I haven't read a guide or anything for clues. But then, yeah, after this, I get a real rude awakening, and then I had to find some guys and look for help. But yeah, I'll explain that part later. Since I finished the oral exam story, I might as well tell you guys how the first clinical semester went. Yeah, I would say a lot has changed in these 4 years. Yeah, I really hate reminding myself of the time I've wasted, but yeah, 4 years it is. And it feels like a new world after these 4 years, because after I got back to lectures, I discovered that there were so many Asians in our class, at least our semester. Because I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but when I first got into medical school here, there were like almost no Asians. Whether it's the semester I was in or the semester before or after me. You know, even the Asian-looking students weren't really foreigners. They're mostly Vietnamese, Germans, you know, their parents, you could say, escaped to Germany during the war, and they're their offsprings. So they're not really foreigners. And I was like the only Asian foreigner in medical school. But this time, after I got back, I think there are like 5, I think. Yeah, there are like 2 Chinese students and 1 from Philippines. Oh, actually 2. And 1 from Korea. Yeah, I think that's about it. Unless I missed someone. Yeah, there are some people who never go to classes, so there might be some people I'm missing, but yeah. Still in flames here. So I guess I have to put this out with hydrant. Oh, now I realize why so many zombies are being drawn here. The alarm was going off like crazy. And then, like I said, I had to refer to a guide, and I realized that I forgot something very important here. So I went back. Oh, okay, let me continue with the story. So a lot of, yeah, Asians. Very surprising. But well, I was, trying to keep to myself in class because, after wasting so many years, I wasn't really into making friends anymore. In case, I had to waste any more semesters again, then what's the point of making friends? So I was just keeping to myself. And I thought after these students have been together for 2 years, they already have their little group. So I wasn't about to disturb that. And I was pretty fine just being a loner in class when one day the Chinese came to me and asked me if I was Chinese. And you know what? I usually hate that very much because they would only try that because I look Chinese or whatever, so they would think I'm Chinese and they asked me. So maybe I was wrong about the tyrant. Maybe the tyrant doesn't come out. What the? And I was saying he wasn't going to be here until...
Stay back!
Shit. Do I really have to, like, kill him right now? Oh my god, can I just run away? I really don't want to try even attempt fighting him. Yeah, I'm just running away. And see how long I can keep that up. For a second there, I was like, maybe he won't come up until the Leon story. Yeah, so that was my original reaction when I saw the tyrant. Yeah, it's so funny. And to tell the truth, the first time I played this, yeah, I might as well reveal it now. This is not a live recording. Yeah, because after I encountered the tyrant, I died so many times. And it was just too difficult, and I thought, okay, I can't do this live. And it was weird, because I tried it multiple times on the same day, and it just never worked out. Tyrant was just always on my heels, so I couldn't do anything. I couldn't really explore the rooms or do what I'm supposed to do. So I actually tried killing it, and after, I think, sort of like stopping him for 2 or 3 times, I kind of realized I don't think I can kill him. And then I was just so tired and frustrated, so I stopped and then went online to read some guides, and then of course I knew you can't kill the tyrant here. And then I retried, tackled the game again the second day, and for some reason it just clicked. Like this time I played was the first time that I tried after that discouraging day, and then everything went well. Yeah, sometimes a day off is all you need. Change of scenery? I don't know. Okay, let's get back to the semester story. Yeah, and they came up to me and asked, and I was like, no, I'm Taiwanese. And but of course I told them in Chinese, so and they knew that I could speak Chinese. Yeah, duh. We Chinese speak Chinese anyway. So we kind of became friends after that. But I must say, oh, yeah, the liquor. Oh, another thing I must say, while I was looking at some of the videos online of other people playing this game, I was surprised that they can maneuver through past these liquors without any trouble. And if you guys remember, the first time I came across the liquor, I didn't try to attack it or whatever. I was just walking by it, but oh great, and then it comes up. Thought he was dead. But it just did not happen to me. So it's weird. Maybe I did something to alert the liquor back then. Yeah, but I like it better when I just take care of them, so I don't have to worry about them. And anyway, so I kind of became friends with them, and yeah, I don't know if I should say this or not, but yeah, whatever. I don't think many people are going to listen to this anyway. But the truth is, I try to avoid Chinese as much as I can, because there's always a chance of, you know, running into those extremists who'll just start lecturing that, oh, Taiwan is a part of China and whatever, and I really hate that. And the other reason is, you know, if it's the traditional or typical kind of Chinese, they are kind of rude. So yeah, that's why I try to avoid them as much as possible. But these two Chinese girls, oh, there he is. But I'm safe in my safe room. You can't get me. Blah blah blah. Now the two Chinese girls are like polar opposites. One is skinny and tall. The other is kind of fat and short. And the short girl seems to know a lot about Taiwanese politics. I don't know why, but she said that she watches political talk shows in Taiwan, and I'm kind of like, huh, what? Even I don't watch it. I used to watch it, but then I got really disillusioned by these stinking politicians. Yeah, no matter they're from the DPP, Democratic Progressive Party. Sorry, excuse my English. Or KMT. Yeah, KMT is just so stupid because KMT is not English word, you know, English abbreviation. It's the abbreviation of the Chinese because it's called 国民党, so they just call it KMT. It's kind of dumb. If they're going to use the Chinese straight up, might as well not have English abbreviation. But anyway, so every time I run into her, she likes to, you know, discuss these political things happening in Taiwan or China. And for a short while, I thought she was like pro-us, pro-independence. But then after a while, I realized, no, she's not. I don't know. I think she isn't all, you know, the traditionalist Chinese too. Like, oh, of course he comes. But it's okay, I'm ready for him. I like these circular routes where I can get away from him easily. Yep. She isn't totally pro, like, what do you call it? Oh, unification. But she kind of likes to say that, oh, the Chinese soldiers are going to crack down on you Taiwanese, and they're going to rain war on Taiwan and whatever. And I really did not like to listen to that. Yeah, so, and plus, she has all the qualities of the traditional Chinese too. Like she talks really loudly. I feel really ashamed when I'm standing next to her when she's talking to the other girl or talking to me, because she just talks so loudly, like middle-aged woman, and I can definitely feel that other people around us are looking at us. And you have to remember, she's talking in Chinese with us. So I'm sure that makes it doubly bad because, you know, when you don't understand what someone's saying in a foreign language, it sounds especially bad, right? Letters, how are y'all doing? Drab old Asian. Oh, babes to be. Yeah.
This does not sound like Chris.
I agree. Sounds more like Leon. No, I guess even Leon is better than that. Yeah. So she's always talking so loudly, and that is not my style at all. And plus the worst thing she does is she curses like non-stop when she's talking to us. And I'm like, hello, little lady. We don't all have to be, you know, proper ladies and stuff, but to curse non-stop? Can you imagine, like, curse like a sailor? We are girls after all. And she is younger than me, I think, but you know, the way she behaves, if you have a picture of her after everything I've described, then yeah, you would think of her more like a middle-aged woman, you know, married woman with kids than you know, someone who's in her early 20s and isn't married yet. Well, I did hear from the other girl, or from that girl herself, I forgot. But anyway, it seems like she lives in a village in China, so I guess that's why she's like that. Yeah. But the other girl is very different. Yeah, not only does she dress better, and she also talks with less of a Chinese accent. If you've ever compared Taiwanese and Chinese, then you'll know that the Chinese speak with a kind of accent that rolls their tongues more. I think that's the way I would describe it. And if I try, I can actually speak like them too. But I absolutely dare I use the word despise? Okay, maybe I shouldn't because it's an accent. Maybe the Chinese despise our Taiwanese accent too. But yeah, I guess this is a very objective thing. I just don't like listening to that. Makes me feel uncomfortable. And so this other girl, she speaks with less of a Chinese accent. So that's already a plus for me. And she also behaves, you know, very differently from that other girl. She also speaks like in a lower voice, like more gently. And yeah, overall it's just more like a proper lady. I mean, behaves more properly, I would say. Oh. I remembered that room is infested with liquor, so I thought might as well take a longer way than to waste my bullets on liquors. Yeah, it's so weird. Like, this time around, the tyrant isn't around me much. Can't understand why, but it's a good thing. So anyway, better friends with that other Chinese girl. And she seems really like Taiwan too. And I would say she is a very innocent and naive girl because she knows nothing about politics. Like, every time the other girl is talking to me about politics, she's like, huh, really? I didn't know that, and all that. And I guess that's a good thing. But the other thing is, I have asked her if she's going to stay in Germany after she graduates, and she already has a German boyfriend, so I think that's a very high possibility. But she's like, but I don't really like Germany all that much. I miss the food in China and all that. But I'm really encouraging her to stay in Germany if she could, because I think with her personality, she's not going to be able to survive in China well, after she becomes a doctor. Because for those of you who don't know, the Chinese harvest organs. Yeah, this is not a myth. This is for real. There are so many evidence out there. And I've actually read the book, The Massacre by, what's his name? I kind of forgot his name. Ethan Gutman? Or Ethan Gutman, I think. Yeah. And I think the data he provided is enough to make me believe that it's all true. Plus, that isn't the only... Oh, man. My aim is so bad. And I am trying to take everyone's suggestions and what I've seen others do to heart and try to shoot at their legs more than anything, but it's just kind of discouraging when you shoot that many times and they just don't go down. Yeah, it seems to waste my bullets even more. But whatever. Yeah, and I was saying, because of this organ harvest thing. Oh, and I think an Arabian. Oh no, that's something else. But I think a Korean channel has done some research of their own and kind of gotten evidence that the Chinese is really into this organ harvesting stuff. So what I'm afraid for that girl is if she goes back to China and become a doctor at one point. What's this? That's it? Okay, very short. Yeah, I'm afraid she won't be able to take it. And she's such a nice person. I just don't want her to be polluted by all those other assholes. Yeah. So I really hope she stays here. Even though I've told her all these things that I've read and provided as many evidence as I could, I think she still doesn't believe that the Chinese government is harvesting organs. So I'd rather she doesn't find out. Okay, and enough about that. And okay, as for the curriculum, you guys might be wondering what's the difference between, the clinical phase and the preclinical in medical school here. Well, the thing is, you have more of these, or should I say, you have more to do with patients when you get into the clinical phase. I mean, it's very obvious because we have, I forgot what it's called. But anyway, during one of the lectures, or should I say during a lot of the lectures, the professors will take real patients to the lectures and then ask them to describe their symptoms and, before they came to the hospital. And then let us ask the patient more questions and try to figure out what he or she might have had. And then, of course, after we've discussed for a while, the professor will give us the right answer. And yeah, it just feels more like you're really become a doctor when you have these early contacts with patients, and it's just more patient oriented. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for, patient oriented. And plus, at the end of the semester, we have a lot of seminars, and another one of these again. And we have to practice more skills. It's too bad that last semester we only had what's it called? Pathology. So we only had to use microscopes. And and we also had clinical chemistry, so we had to work in the lab. But that isn't like patient oriented. And this semester, the second semester, should have been the first semester that we really do more of these patient oriented skills. But yeah, because of COVID, we had no classes outside of outside of online classes, digital classes. We only use Zoom calls for the seminars. So all the skill classes were canceled. Couldn't get a taste for that. So see? Still no tyrant. Tyrant free. Oh, by the way, I saw in some of the documents that a lot of people called the tyrant here Mr. X. And can someone explain to me why? Because I think I saw in the one of the documents here that it's still called Tyrant, right? So why do people call him Mr. X as well? Uh-oh, I'm only down to 9 bullets. Oh, and then I'm totally out. So too bad, even though I'm so close to that door, I have to take the longer way back to the chief's office. I was thinking about trying to run past those zombies, but thought better of it afterwards because I'm just not good at dodging them. Plus, the zombies in this game are like more unpredictable. So might as well not try my luck. And oh, but I would say that last year, 2019, really is like the best year of my life so far. Because not only did I finally pass the oral examination and wrapped up the whole preclinical phase, I got my best grades last semester. Like after taking the pathology exam, I was having a bad feeling. I'm like, I might not pass. Because part of the pathology exam is that we're given some slides of tissue slides, and we have to write down what tissue that is. It's of course not just normal tissues. They're all tissues from patients, and those are disease tissues. And we have to write down which, or should I say, we should diagnose what that tissue is, and then no, actually, diagnose is the wrong way to say it. We should write down first what that tissue is or what that organ is, and then write down the diagnosis. And if you guys remember, or maybe I've never mentioned it, I don't know, but I'm not very good with histology. I failed histology class twice. Yeah. Another very shameful thing from the past. But I have kind of an excuse for the first time that I failed the histology class. The first time is because the professor was super bad. Like, I think one of the German professors either moved away or retired. So one of the other professors, he's an Iranian, I think. He's either from Iran or from Iraq. I don't remember. But anyway, he speaks with a heavy accent, and his German isn't all that good. So I don't know why they didn't hire a new professor right away. But anyway, that professor took over the classes, and he did such a miserable job lecturing that in the end, I think multiple students wrote complaints to the student's office to say that they should, replace him with someone else. Yeah, it wasn't even me. It was the Germans. Even the Germans couldn't understand him. But the school couldn't really do anything because at that point, it was too late to hire someone else. So I think they did try to let another professor take over some of the classes, but most of the classes were still done by that professor. So I didn't learn anything in that first semester. And then the second time I failed, it was very unlucky. I was 0.5 points short, yeah, of the score I needed to pass. And because of that 0.5, what was that? Oh, I think it's a zombie knocking on the board. Yeah, I had to redo the whole class again. But yeah, I'm just letting you guys know that histology is not one of my strong points. So when we were learning pathology, I was really nervous because pathology is like an upgrade from histology. But I think I did okay in recognizing the tissues because we're allowed to read our notes. Yeah, we're actually allowed to have our notes with us when we take that test. But I don't think that's a problem either because before the test, I practiced a lot online and in the lab looking at these tissue slides, and I thought I had quite a knack for them. And so, okay, that isn't the problem. The problem was that the other part of the test, the written exam part, was kind of hard. So I was like, I probably am not going to pass this one. But afterwards, when I look at the final results, I got a 2 in that class. Yeah, I totally did not expect that. But what is even more surprising is clinical chemistry. Well, clinical chemistry is quite interesting too. They teach you to read, lab results, like when patients go to clinics, they might be asked to, take a blood test or whatever, and we're supposed to learn to be able to interpret the results and have a first diagnosis as soon as we see the lab results. And during the test, they give you multiple cases. Like for patient A, they're going to give you a chart of her or his lab results, and they will sometimes also give you some of his or her symptoms. And from these things, you're supposed to have a diagnosis. And it's multiple choice, so you can always guess, I guess. But anyway, while I was doing it, I was also having a bad feeling. I think I've never felt easy about tests before. Yeah, every time I write an exam, I always have a bad feeling. And then I also was thinking that I might not pass this one. But guess what? I got 1 for clinical chemistry. Yeah, the first time ever. Even in the preclinical phase, when supposedly everything is easier, I never got a 1. In fact, I don't think I ever got close. I think I've only ever gotten a 3, but I got a 1 and a 2 last semester. Yeah, and I passed everything else as well, so Last semester was such a dream. Or should I say last year was such a dream. Yeah, and then this year came. And everything changed. Yeah, the pandemic. We're finally getting to the pandemic. Yeah, so for me, it was like, I think in the beginning of the year, yeah, that's when the outbreak began in China, right? And of course, because of Taiwan's close proximity to China, we're always affected first by the by virus from them. And every day I get up, I read news from Taiwan, so I always have a good idea what's happening in Taiwan. And I read about how deadly this virus seemed to be, or should I say, how dangerous this virus seemed to be. And yeah, at that time it felt kind of serious. Yeah, poor Marvin.
Oh God, no. Marvin.
But it's expected. I thought I might as well just take care of him now. Aw, man. Waste it. So that he won't be in the way later. Yeah, and at that time, when I first got wind of, you know, the pandemic, or should I say at that time it was only the
Sorry.
virus. I thought there was something in his hand or something, but no. Sorry to disfigure your body. I just had to be sure. Yeah. Anyway, at that time, I haven't gotten my plane ticket yet. You know, I always buy my plane ticket back to Taiwan like 2-3 months beforehand, because I have to be sure if I'm going to pass all the exams before I go home, right? And so after hearing about the virus situation, everyone was like the Chinese girls and other Asian students, they were all like, oh, we're not going back to Asia. It seems like the virus is very serious. They think it's dangerous to go back home. And for them, it's probably okay because I think most of them went back home during Christmas break. But I was here in Germany the whole time. I never go back home during Christmas break because I think it's a waste of money. Even though Christmas break is very long here, it's 2 weeks. Wait, is that him? And I just decided to go the other way. Yeah, and I think some of them arrange their schedule because you can choose what group you want to be in. Like all these seminars, we are broken into small groups, and you can choose the group you want to be in. And different groups have different days off. So if they chose the... What? How did he get here before me? Yeah, well, it's a video game. Whatever. Some of them are able to have like 3 weeks of time off, but I still think that's not long enough. I prefer that my stay at home is like longer than 1 month. So I waited and waited until it was close to winter vacation, and my parents at that point were asking that, like, are you sure you want to come back? It doesn't seem safe. And I'm like, I don't care. If this is really as serious as you guys say and it's going to become a pandemic, I'd rather die home with my family than, you know, die here alone. Seriously, that's what I thought. Even though at that time nothing was really happening in Germany until like the end of February. That's when the first cases happened here in Germany. But yeah, at that time it still wasn't very serious. They were all like, no, we've contained it. It's not a problem. So, of course, it's much safer at that time in Europe than in Taiwan. And who would have thought, after I got home and I was in Taiwan, things like totally broke down in the Western world. Yeah, because virus spread from Italy all over Europe. And now, I hate to be religious because I know a lot of you are probably atheists, but I really think God was looking out for me because if I had been in Germany at that time, I may have caught the virus already because I have to take care of myself here in Germany. No one's here to take care of me, and I have to, I had no mask here. And I think I'm ill-equipped to fight with other people for food or other equipment, so like toilet papers in the supermarkets here. Phone. So weird to still see these kind of phones. Who's calling?
Hello?
Good to see you again, Claire.
Who?
We've got unfinished business.
Huh? I didn't quite recognize whose voice that was.
Where's that?
In the neighborhood.
And it's actually him.
Sherry all right?
For now.
I swear, you bastard, if you hurt her.
And he just hangs up on me. How nice.
Stupid kid. If you just hadn't dropped that fucking thing, I could let you go.
Really? I don't really believe that. Poor Sherry.
Don't worry, Sherry. It'll be all over soon.
Oh my god. His fake soothing voice is
There
just...
has to be a way out of here.
Oh, poor Sherry. She's like hunchback. Like one of those kids with no confidence. This doll is so creepy and ugly. I like dolls, but definitely not this kind of doll. Thought there might be something in here, but guess not. It's just a block. And somehow this environment just reminds me of another game, but I can't quite put my finger on it. And this is where it defies physics. Because it's just duct tape. You can just pull the whole thing off. You don't really need anything to cut it off. But yeah, let's just go along with it, play along. Yeah, playing this game makes me wonder. Seem like these new puzzles they came up with and the whole story, I think Capcom still has it. Like they have the staff to come up with these good stories and stuff. So why are they still like fucking up the franchise? Because I've seen the newest preview of Resident Evil 8. Is it 8? Or is it 9? Lost the numbers already. And it still looks stupid as ever. It's still very much like Resident Evil 7. You know, with a mix of Resident Evil 4 maybe. Because it's like a bunch of village people. I mean, why can't they just go back to this game and just learn from the concepts here. Oh, by the way, I heard that Netflix is producing, or I think they already have produced a Resident Evil series, TV series. I wonder what it's like. Hopefully, it's not like the movies. And hopefully it's not too gory, like how they made this. It's very unnecessary. But I doubt it. The Americans just love gore very much, it seems. Finally got it. Yeah, and it's just scissors. No? Did I take it? Okay, I guess I did. Crouch.
What is this?
I thought it was like a dentist's office or something. Guess not. Yeah, very creepy. The way she runs is kind of funny too. Oh, and I was talking about, yeah. Because at that point, I really didn't know what was going to happen. And, you know, the pessimist that I am, I just always think of the worst that could happen. And, of course, the worst that could happen is, like, what we see in these games, the end of the world. And I even if it hadn't worked out, I don't think I would have regretted my decision, you know, to go back with my family. Because I really think in crisis like this, you have to be with family than anything else. Yeah. So, oh, and at that time, because, yeah, I guess I should be ashamed of it, is that our people is so scared of dying. Anytime something like this happens, you know, everyone will try to find the best way to preserve themselves. So in Taiwan, masks, like surgical masks and disinfectants were already out of stock. And so my parents were like, could you buy some from Germany and take it back to Taiwan? And I said, okay, but I knew that it might be...
That must be the door out of here.
Yeah, but I'm sure it's not that easy. Might be impossible because the Germans, they aren't in the habit of wearing masks like we do. Like in Taiwan, we wear masks...
I need the key.
When we get a cold, you know, so that we don't infect other people. And Tom's diary. Uh-huh. Ew. Food. I can guess what they're going with this. Uh-huh. Congrats. Oh. Zombie. What else? So they're using kids as guinea pigs too? Damn these people. Like adult test subjects weren't enough for them? No, anyway, yeah. And so I still tried. I went to the supermarkets. Of course, I couldn't find any. And then I thought to go to the pharmacies and see if they had those. And I went to the one close to where I live.
Oh no, it's him.
Yeah, and of course he's listening to this creepy music. Okay, it's not really creepy music. I think it's opera. Even though I like classical music, I hate operas. The only thing I've been able to stomach is the Phantom of the Opera. You know, by Andrew. Oh, what's his name? Damn. Oh, they just had to have this body, huh? Damn. Poor kid that she had to see this. But this is definitely more interesting than the old one, where you just run straight through. I think, yeah, the basement of the police station, and that was it. Don't seem to see anything here. Oh, and then I went to the pharmacy and they said they were all out, and they told me that all the other pharmacies are probably out too, because yeah, I heard that the Chinese were the ones buying up all the masks. Ew. Terrible. Sounds really terrible. You know what? If these people ever learn anything, if they just take these documents from these games and then turn them into scripts, they would have a good story. But somehow they just have to think they're better than these and come up with stories of their own and then fucking up the whole franchise. Really hate it. Anyway, back to the pharmacy again, and they were suggesting that you can go to those what do you call those, like Home Depots, and see if they have masks that are for construction workers. You know, weird. When did this get blocked? Because I remember just now you could get to that other door, but not anymore, I guess. And this is where I got in from. Can't go back though. So, stuck here. Have to go forward. Yeah, so they advised me to go buy those masks that protect you against powders, or what do you call those, from construction work. And my parents were like, nah, we're trying to get masks that protect us against the virus. Those won't do anything. So I ended up only buying those disinfectant wipes and carry on disinfectant bottles. Yeah, because I did read that here in Germany you're only allowed to carry disinfectants as carry-on because it has alcohol in it, and if you put it in your what are those kind of bags? I forgot. The ones that you check-in bags. Yeah, I thought something bad's definitely going to happen here, right? So might as well save. That there's a danger of flames, so... Oh. Uh-oh.
Where you going, Sherry?
Out.
I told you to stay put.
So, who are you? You're not my dad.
You need to learn to listen.
Damn.
Leave me alone! Just please!
Time to teach some manners.
Smart girl.
You little bitch!
Yikes.
You're gonna pay for this!
Oh, and of course they had to show us that. This must have been acid. It was his own fault that he had those lying around. Ah, run, run, run.
You are gonna be so fucking sorry!
Go away!
Poor Sherry.
Help! Somebody, please!
No help's gonna
You
come.
stupid bitch, that's a dead end!
I didn't really need these hints, you know. I'm always all about hiding.
It's all over now! Doors locked!
So I wasn't really afraid
Where
of
are
him.
you? Show yourself! I know you're in here!
And I
The
thought I
longer it
could
takes me to find you, the worse it's
jump
gonna
him
be!
like in other games. But I guess Sherry is still just a kid. Yeah, I can't jump him. Too bad. And then he makes way for me.
Oh god. Oh god.
Bitch has gotta be here somewhere.
Oh yeah, and first aid 101. When something like this happens, like you have strong acid or basic solution on yourself by accident. Oops, it's lost.
No more. No more. Please.
I have to hide here.
This is your last fucking chance!
Lucky that
Show
there's a
yourself.
spot here for me to hide.
Now!
I'm not that stupid. You're supposed to apply water
Birds!
on it. Okay, so back to my story, and you're not supposed to put alcohol in your check-in bags. Actually, I think normal alcohol like beer and wine up to 1 liter or 2 is okay, but
I see you.
you do. Whatever, I'm getting out of here. But I think disinfectants are a different matter, so I could only have them as carry-ons, and you can only have carry-on liquids up to, I forgot, is it like 200 or 300 milliliters? Yeah, so those were the only things I could get back home. Yeah, that's tough.
I'm coming, Sherry!
Wow, of course. Why can't we do that?
Over here, you little
Like we always have to use keys.
Game is over.
Yikes.
Now you're in trouble.
Let me go!
What are you gonna do? Oh! Oh, not this again! That fatherly love? Let's hope so. Yeah, so anyway, that's all I could take with me home. That was helpful for my family. But yeah, otherwise I just got back and chilled, and oh, and I was saying that. Oh, what?
We've got unfinished business.
Oh.
What are you talking about?
Don't waste my fucking time. Bring me the pendant or Sherry dies.
Pendant.
Why is Claire?
What do you need it for?
Why is Claire's face
Want the girl
and
to die?
hands and everything so dirty?
Where are you?
The orphanage.
The orphanage.
Where
Where is
did
that?
I fall
In
into
the
a mud
neighborhood.
pile?
You'll find it.
Sherry all right?
For now.
I swear, you bastard, if you hurt her...
Mm-hmm.
Are you serious? Damn it!
So that's why they had to have a orphanage in this game. For that
Just you
part
wait,
alone.
asshole.
Nothing else here. Well, he's got a lot of those. I guess he took everyone else's and just stockpiled them here for some reason. Yeah, okay. Oh, another thing is, you guys know how timid of a person I am, right? So, yeah, and this is a very big problem. It's still a very big problem to this day, even though we know so much about the virus already. This mask thing. I don't know if you guys remember, but at the beginning of the pandemic, everyone was very skeptical about wearing surgical masks. Like, most of them think it won't do anything but to protect you against the virus. But even our government was saying that, or should I say our health department back in Taiwan was saying that. But no one listened. Yeah, people were still stockpiling masks like crazy. And we put them on anytime we could. But the good thing is our government realized that people need masks more than ever, so they put money into mask producing companies so that they could up their production by a lot. And because prices of masks outside was rising very fast, our government, I don't know how to say it, but they kind of seized a certain amount of masks from these companies that produce them. And what? And he just comes again?
You again?
How convenient. Yeah, that's too bad, because I thought he was only restricted to the police office area. Didn't know he could come after me here as well. Too bad, because I really wanted to explore this new area. Instead, I have to focus on running. What? And it's cut off like that.
Looks like it's the other way.
Oh, cornered. Enough space for me to run away, though. Oh. There's the way. Now I just have to line up all the enemies here and then run around them. I was waiting for the tyrant to take care of the zombie for me. But I'm not waiting to see how that turns out. Oh, and this is the old route from the old game. Finally, they still put this in. Nice touch. Yeah, even the basketball court is here. And this zombie here, he has the same clothes on as the zombie in the old one. Or should I say, all the female zombies in the old one seem to have these kind of clothings on. I was wondering when they were going to have these zombie dogs out. Okay, guess there's only one way to go. Okay, I am not staying to take care of them. I'm just running. Don't want to waste my bullets. Oh, nice. Was pretty down on ammo. Okay. Yeah, that's the way to go. Wow, I didn't know the dogs could jump the fences, damn it. Not safe anywhere. Oh, oops. Slowpoke, I guess. I didn't have time to take whatever that. What did she say? Ah, there it is. Creepy orphanage.
It's gotta be the orphanage.
Thanks, these are so ugly. Looks more like a church and an orphanage. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, I was saying, if I had been here when the pandemic spread to Germany, the other reason I would have gotten was because even if I had masks, I would be too afraid to wear them. Because if you remember, there were cases of Asians being attacked who were wearing masks by people who thought that they were sick. Because most governments just keep on saying that only sick people need to wear masks, and it won't protect you against the virus. It only stops you from spreading it. So a lot of Asians in foreign countries who were wearing masks were attacked.
Sherry, are you here?
Oh, I missed that Mr. Raccoon right there. But I did know that there must be a lot of supplies in this room. That's why I came up. And I was not disappointed. Really a lot of things here. Director. Sickos. Oh, and like I said, our government, they kind of took control of the production of masks. So the production level went up. And to control the prices of these masks, they asked these companies to... they actually prohibited the companies from selling these masks. Like, they had to give it all to the government, and then the government asked pharmacies to sell it for the government. And to sell it at a set price. Very cheap. I think it's one mask for 5 NT dollars, so I really don't want to count that right now. But
Your fault.
What?
my fault, my ass. Your own fault, sicko.
Get off me!
Of course, that is again. Ew, and the thing just jumped towards my face.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And you know what? For the longest time, I thought this game was the one that invented this kind of sicko crap. But then I watched the movie Alien. And then I realized, oh, they actually copied it from Alien. Where's Sherry? Oh. There's actually a tunnel here. Is there anything else I'm missing? Yeah, so anyway, I think it's less than 25 cents US dollars. I don't know. I have to calculate it later, but yeah, that's all I'm saying for now. And but everyone could only buy, I think in the beginning it was 2
Sherry!
masks
Where are you?
every 2 weeks.
Claire! Sherry! I'll be right there!
Oh. Someone following me? I have a bad feeling. What's that? What? Oh, him again! Damn it.
Claire! It's behind you!
He is really as persistent as Nemesis.
Hurry!
Keep going!
You're the one that's running really slowly, dear. What are you doing? Why did she stop?
Sherry, come on!
Yikes. Yikes. And Daddy to the rescue again.
What'd you say?
Yes, he's not that bad. Yikes. Guess he's not all there. Of course not. That's taking... Oh.
Are you alright? Can you hear me? Claire?
Why am
Claire, you
I
have to get up. He's going to get
unconscious
us.
and she's totally fine?
Wake up! Wake up!
Aw, poor Sherry.
Wake up. Wake up.
Is that me talking to myself?
Open your eyes.
Oh, it's... Is her name Annette?
Not infected.
Don't quite remember anymore.
Sherry? Where's Sherry? Sherry's fine. Do you know Sherry? It's an impressive display of strength. What happened to her? We have to assess the situation.
Is she listening to me?
Who are you? I'm Claire. I didn't foresee this.
What is wrong with her?
me.
You can tell
Where is
she's
she?
like out of it. Like her eyes aren't
What?
focusing. In focus, I would say.
Annette, tell me, what happened to William?
Oh, his
that
name's
creature
William. Oh, so the
responsible for this?
WB is William Birkins. Ah, I finally remember.
Can you
Stupid
help me
me.
find Sherry? Seems to be evolving much faster than expected.
Does she care at
Where are
all
you
about
going?
her own
Look.
daughter?
I don't have time to play 20 questions. Everything's under control. I need to find Sherry.
What? You
daughter
call
is
this
not your
under
concern.
control? Okay, I think I've hit the 1 hour mark again. So I should save and then stop for today.
Where did Sherry go? Sherry's daughter?
Mm-hmm. Obviously. Oh, great. I can save here. But let me explore this room first about G. Uh-huh. Intelligence. Yeah. Yeah, I've read about this before. Anything else more useful? It's for another new gun, I suppose. Oh, locked again. It's okay. I'm going to stop here anyway. Only need 1 health item. That's about it. I forgot if we still need that badge for later, so might as well check it out. Yay, I have so many bullets. Okay, everything's organized. Well, until next time then. Till then, take care.